Good evening, everybody. So my area of focus and proposal is investigating methods of teaching high school history. So my explanation, um, what are the students' thoughts on traditional versus using various forms of technology to learn history? So simplifying variables. Few students actually learn by reading and standard testing. It's boring, but it doesn't have to be. And clients have mentioned both loving and hating history, one because the teacher made it fun, two because the teacher made it boring, and they'd rather run through hell wearing gasoline underwear than sit there and read, hoping that something happens and comes to life and something clicks. So Cole points out that teachers who engage the kids have better results because the kids are actively participating in a group. Case in point, I remember nothing um, throughout any of my history classes prior to college, but I do remember going on a fourth grade field trip for history and learning about the Wobblies and the Centralia massacre that took place November 11th, 1919. I remember it was like, wait, well, and that was over 30 years ago. Anyways, point being, I remember that, but nothing after because it was, I love history and I always have, but sitting in a classroom where you're required to read um, literature that'll put you to sleep and then try and remember everything, it doesn't stick. Any, probably not beyond taking the test and praying that you remember enough to pass. Let's see, formulating. See, research questions. What makes it boring? What about historical sites? And hands-on learning, how is that better? I believe I kind of answered all of them. Um, and I will continue to go deeper and get to the root of it by, incorporating what I've learned from, my clients, from friends, family, from observation. Um, so the area of control is with the information that I'm gathering, I'll be able to convince my fellow teachers because I don't think the kids need convincing on how to, like make their lessons more interesting. They're already interested in technology. Implementing it is just going to make it more fun for them. Um, Now, teachers, I have heard from professors in the past as well as from blogs that some teachers refuse to implement technology because it's not a requirement for them to do their jobs. They just, want to get through the day and, get through the week, really. So, which is too bad because the people who are losing out are the kids. And ultimately, if the kids are winning, the teacher's going to win. It's a no brainer. Let's see. I will also use post-test result or pre and post-test results, personal experience, and what I've mentioned before. Because of my informal interviews and the ability to use the data from my former clients, my target age group, I don't need formal consent, but I will seek verbal consent to use the conversations, or I will just not use their names at all. And because the information that they shared really can't be traced back to them, so it will protect them for as far as identity purposes. And research will be shared to encourage the open-mindednesses to use outside the box thinking in the classroom. And I hope that I did everything right, and I look forward to hearing all of you guys' responses, and thank you.